I still don't have any kind of catchy greeting, but welcome. Today I want to talk about how to choose a fitness plan that's right for you, and it's going to help you reach your goals. There are so many factors that determine the success of a fitness plan, to include your definition of success. So let's discuss some of the more important considerations when you're choosing a fitness plan or program. So point number one could be its own video, but it's set a goal. You want to ensure that you have a realistic goal, something that's time-based, and you don't want something that's very vague, like get in shape or be fit. Things like that are going to be really hard to achieve because you might have a kind of cloudy idea of what those are. So you want to define your overall goal and then break it into manageable chunks so that you can attack each one as it comes. Don't be like me and beat yourself up if you miss one of your deadlines. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Just adjust your timeline a little bit. You'll get there. So the reason we're setting a goal right now is because that's going to determine what kind of program you're going to be interested in. Someone who's trying to lose weight is not going to have the same fitness program as someone who's trying to run a marathon. I want to caution you guys against setting a goal based on the scale, so how much you weigh. Unless your goal is related to combat sports or wrestling or powerlifting where your weight actually matters, I would just kind of not even worry about the scale and focus on things like strength or distance or time or how you feel or just overall body composition. Goals that involve strength and distance and time are also very easy to track. You can track how much you lifted, how many reps you did, or how far you went and how fast. When you work on your strength and you work on your distance or whatever your goal may be as far as physical, your body's gonna recomp. It's gonna recomposition words. So as you build strength, your body will start to build more muscle. Muscle eats more calories, which in turn will slowly get rid of body fat as it's needed. Our bodies are great at adapting to stress, and they'll change to meet the needs of the stresses you put on them. So if you're putting a lot of running stress, your body will get better and better at running and more efficient. If you get better at lifting weights, your body will get more efficient at that. Point number two is that your program has to be sustainable. So I want you, when you pick a program, to think, can I do this for weeks or even months at a time? I'm not saying you have to do one program for the rest of your life, but the whole idea behind starting a fitness journey is to make something that you can do for the rest of your life. So let's say you want to do a couch to 5K. You have to commit to running multiple times a week. Can you do that over the course of 3 months or however long your specific program is? So you want it to work with your schedule and not disrupt your normal daily schedule. For me personally, I have to work out in the mornings or at lunch because by the time I get home from work for my day job, I don't have enough energy. If you're not a professional athlete, you probably want to stay away from like 2 workouts a day and working out 6 or 7 days a week. It's just, they're paid to do that. That's their job. And also they've been working toward that their whole life. So that might be a little bit too much. Alternatively, if you are doing 1 workout a month, probably not really going to see results. This leads us into our next point, which is work with your fitness level and limitations. Be humble and know where you're starting. I've known a lot of veterans who have done a lot of really awesome stuff while they were in the military. They've tested their body. They know what its limits are. They know what it can do, what it's capable of. And then after months or even years of not exercising or trying to rehab from an injury, they may try to jump back into doing the same types of exercises that they were doing before at the same intensity level, and their body's just not ready for it. It's not realistic. All right, so your body is good at telling you what it can't do. It's good at telling you when you've reached the limits. What we need to start learning, especially for beginners, is what different pain signals mean. There's pain from soreness. There's pain from maybe overuse injuries. There's pain from an actual severe injury. So recognizing these different types of pain is going to help you in the long run. And you want to learn how to push your limits safely and progressively and slowly. That's so you can grow. That's the whole point. So if we're starting off, mobility tends to be a big limiting factor for a lot of people. So I'm going to put some links in the description to some mobility tests that you can do for yourself and see where you are as far as shoulder, ankle, hip, even neck mobility. If your goals involve running, you may want to start with like a short speed walk or jog, or even a short run, and see how you feel. If you want to get stronger, then maybe some body weight movements, or even super lightweight with just a bar, or some really light dumbbells or bands might be a good starting point for you. Work on getting the techniques down. Study some people on YouTube who have been doing it for a while. There's a lot of professional runners out there who have YouTube channels. There's professional weightlifters who have YouTube channels. Any sport you want to learn how to play, there's videos out there for it. And point number 4 is, when possible, go with a professionally curated program. So a professionally created program. Take it from someone who, for 10 years, I just walked into a gym with nary a plan and lifted weights and then left. And that worked at the beginning when I was 140 pounds and I was super skinny. It worked for about a year and then plateaued. And I've been plateaued for years. Once I found a program created by a professional that had progressive overload, it slowly and meticulously added weight and reps and changed up the way that I lifted. I saw crazy growth in a 10-week program. I increased weight on all my major lifts and it felt really good. If you can afford to pay for a competent trainer or a fitness program designed by a trainer, I highly recommend it. But you want to do your research first. You want to be investing in someone that you trust and someone who knows what they're talking about. If you can't afford a trainer at the moment, no worries. You don't have to have one. There's tons of free content out there that you can watch and get you started off on the right foot, at least in whatever sport or exercise program you're trying to get into. But the biggest and most important thing that you can do is move. Just move. So let's talk about blue zones. Blue zones are areas of the world, there's I think 6 of them, where a large majority of the population lives to be beyond 100. So there's more centaurs, centenarians than anywhere else in the world. One of the main characteristics of these blue zones is that people move with low intensity throughout the whole day. So this usually involves walking, gardening, cleaning. So one thing we've learned from this is that if you want to live longer, you want to move more and spread it out throughout the day. This is arguably more important and more healthy for you than sitting all day, doing a 1-hour intense workout, and then sitting the rest of the day. If you can't afford a program or your fitness level isn't ready for anything intense, just move. And walking is an absolutely fantastic way to move. Walking is one of the best things you can do for your fitness. Get up and walk. Walk with your pets, your loved ones, your friends. You can go for a walk by yourself and reflect on your day, or just take in the world around you without distraction. Another underappreciated form of exercise is play. It's not socially acceptable for adults to play, but I say, screw that. Go play. Play incorporates strength, power, agility, speed, endurance, all at the same time. Play at the park with your kids or your grandkids for 10 minutes, and then tell me whether you feel like you've exercised. So I hope you guys gained some value from the video. I hope you at least learned a little something about how you can maybe narrow down your search. If you have any questions, please post in the comments. Only like the video if you got value from it. If you dislike the video, leave some constructive criticism. So if you want to see more stuff coming from me, please subscribe. But no matter what you do, please just stay disciplined, intentional, and grateful, and have an awesome day.